Hello, dividend executives. Welcome back. The stock market is open, so you already know we're buying stocks, we're trading stocks, we're adding assets. But first and foremost, today I want to talk about my four main stocks that we are in a pursuit to playing with house money on, and that is NVDY, CONY, MSTY, and TSLY. If you've been watching the dividend series, you know that I have 100 shares of each of these. When I started the year, I had a goal to make sure I had 100 shares of each of these, and I am in pursuit of playing with house money. And what I mean by that is if I spend $1,000 buying those 100 shares, how long is it going to take me to get my $1,000 of dividends back so that at that point I am free and clear? Everything after that is all gravy. And that is the pursuit that I'm on. I'm tracking it. And we've made a lot of progress since last month. Some of the stocks have done good. Some of the stocks have done bad. Some of the dividends have gone up. Some of the dividends have gone down. So I want to jump into it because I know a bunch of you dividend investors probably have some of these yield max single stock ETFs. And you're on the exact same journey as me. So let's take a look at it. Let's see where we're at from last month. I think it's been about 5 weeks since we've looked at this series. And we are chasing it by the end of 2025, and I hope we can get it done. So far, the numbers are looking pretty promising. Some of these funds we've been in longer, some of them we've been in shorter, some of them we just added capital to, so it'll take a little bit longer. But I want to jump into it. The stock market has been absolutely getting wrecked over the last couple of days. You guys probably have seen that in your portfolios as well. So there's a little bit of pain there, but in tomorrow's video, we'll go over it. I'm going to be buying some more assets. I picked up some assets today. I'm going to be picking up more assets tomorrow on this dip. And if it continues to dip, you guys know the routine. We're just going to keep buying assets. But let's jump into it. Let's look at the numbers. Let's look at the stocks we're talking about and the dividends that have come in, right? So right now we're down big for the day. Everything's sinking, especially all the stuff that's Bitcoin related. But ETFs are sinking. SPY's given up almost all of its gains for the entire year. QQQ has as well. And Bitcoin, of course, is down to like 86,000. So we've gone down about $10,000 on Bitcoin in the last, 2-3 days. So everything's tanking, but we have plenty of buying power. We have plenty of, we have some plays out on the table to buy some more shares, but we also have plenty of margin buffer, right? So we're good to go there when it comes to that. But I want to go over these four stocks, right? So just proof in the pudding, of course. I always like to showcase it. NVIDIA, 100 shares there. CONY, 100 shares there. MSTY, 100 shares. TSLY, 100 shares. And those are our four horses in this race in a pursuit to get back to house money so that we can be playing with the free money. So that's what we're doing. Now, we've received a bunch of dividends, right? So let me just scroll down on NVDY and let's take a look. When we updated this series last, I want to say it was January 14th or 15th. So it's been, a month, almost a month and a half since we've updated the series, and we've received over $800 in dividends since then. So we've made a lot of progress, and we're going to continue to make progress, but I want to take a look at it, right? So we made some progress on NVDY. We took this cash payout. Of course, we did not reinvest it on the 100 shares. We got paid $82.94. So that is NVDY. Next on the list, CONY. Let's come down here. This one's getting obliterated as of yet. No payments have actually come through since our last video here. You can see we've had one payment. You can see we purchased, we got it to 100 shares back on January 13th. We made the last video, I think, on January 14th. And then we received $104.68 on CONY, which was a really nice dividend, and it helped bring us closer to our goal. Next on the list, MSTY. This one has, oh my gosh, look at this one. This one has been obliterated. Look at the last month, down 30%. Holy. Now, some people may say this is a time to buy it, but you guys know me, 100 shares. I'm keeping it at 100. I will be purchasing other stocks that are crypto related, but for this one, I'm just letting these MSTYs run, and I want to get back to house money. So, whoops. Let me come back here and let's take a look at the dividends because they are really juicy here. So January 17th, that's after the last video, we received $227.92, which was really nice. That payout was $2.28 per share. Last dividend, a little bit less. On February 14th, it came out $2.02 per share, but still really, really juicy dividends. You can see there's about $450 worth of dividends right there. So not too bad. That's MSTY, some nice dividends coming in there. And then last but not least, TSLY, same story here. This one has been getting absolutely obliterated, especially Tesla itself. I think Tesla at its height was what? 440, 450, 460. And now it's down to it's down under 300. So the stock has been getting killed, but we just have this on set it and forget it mode, right? We've got the 100 shares. Now it's just time to get paid. So TSLY came in on the 24th after last video of 71.70. That paid us what? 71 cents. 71.1 cents per share. And this last one was honestly, it's really sad to see. 57.93 cents per share. Really, really bad. Really, really low. I'm not shocked because the stock is getting absolutely killed, but kind of a bummer. That's one of the ones that is gonna push our journey out a little bit longer. But you can see there back on January 15th, that is when we bought the 46.33 shares, and we got ourselves up to the 100 share mark. Unfortunately, the stock has just fallen since then, but it is what it is. We showcase it all here, full transparency, and that's just part of the journey, right? So 100 shares in all four of those. I want to jump into the spreadsheet so that we can actually look at the numbers. This is one thing I want to highlight, right? So on CONY, our last payment was 104. The average is 1.58 now per share. So that was under the average now. It brought the average down. Previous to this, in our last video, CONY was 167. So we've gone from 167 down to 158. And the reason why that's important is because it changes our calculation. If our break even is based on the average of the stock's dividend payout, and we have a subpar payout, which now we've had 3 subpar payouts in a row, and it's gonna extend our time it takes to get to house money, right? So that's the CONY picture. Let's look at NVDY. We have earnings this week on NVDY, which means we'll probably have some extra juice when it comes to the premiums for the payment that's coming out on Friday. Hopefully, we will see, though. It'll probably end up being on the next one, but we've had a lot of volatility in this stock. We had the DeepSeek come out. We had NVIDIA absolutely crash and burn down. Then it rose back up, to that 130, 140 range. And now we're back down into the 120 range. So there should be some extra volatility there, but you can see since our last video, we've only been paid once, and that is 82.94 cents per share, which is down from the average now that sits at 125. Last month when we made this video, NVIDIA was sitting at $1.27. So NVIDIA has come down from $1.27 a share down to $1.25. CONY has come down from $1.67 to $1.58. What you don't like to see is the share prices coming down and the dividend coming down, right? Unfortunately, that's how it's going to go sometimes. But these are things you want to look at as an investor when you are invested in these high risk, high yield dividend stocks. This one is honestly a really scary picture. I love Tesla long term, but my gosh, this fund is just not doing a great job, in my opinion. So last distribution, we went from $1.28 to 71 cents to 57.93 cents. We are on a bad trajectory. You can see we have been cut more in half. Our average now is down to 85 cents. Previous to this video, it was $1.20, right? So we've cut down a lot there. That's TSLY. That's going to increase our journey to getting to break even on that, or getting to house money. Last one here, MSTY, right? 202, 227. You may say, wow, those are really good dividends. Yes, they are great dividends, but compared to the other ones before that, they are terrible dividends. And MSTY has been absolutely obliterated, as well as MSTR. MSTR at one point was in the 400s, now down into the mid 200s. I think we're trading around 245, 250 right now. So we've seen the average come down. Last video, it was at $3.06, now down to $2.89. So a big pullback there. Hopefully our next MSTY payment will be more, but these are just the notes we want to be taking. So where are we at on the journey, right? Well, since the last video, we've made $837 worth of dividends, which is nice. That means we've cut into how much we initially invested, an extra $837, and we've reduced the amount of money we need in order to get to house money status. Here's a look at where we're sitting, right? 100 shares of each of them. There's my cost basis. There's my dividends, right? On NVDY, so far we've made $1,174 in dividend. We have $1,203 in dividends left to go. At an average of $1.25 a month, which we will see tonight. And I will be posting that, of course. I'll be posting that on YouTube and on X at Darkminer71. I will post tonight when they announce these payouts. But we have 9.6 months to go. So it's not great, but it's not, you know, we're working towards it, but it's slow. The progress is slowing, but we're still on goal to get all these paid off in 2025. So as long as we can do that, I am happy, right? On MVD's front, we went from 10.63 months left on our last video down to 9.6, right? So in a month's time, we actually moved a month, and on Friday, this will move even more, but that's something worth noting, right? We are on progress to continue to pay this off, and slowly but surely, we'll get it done this year as long as all things stay equal. When it comes to CONY, we spent $1,597 on our shares. We've already received $1,092. We've owned this one for a long time, so we've been at it for a long time. We only have 509 left with an average of 1.58 per share. We only have about 3.18 months left. If we have some above average payments coming out here soon, we should have this sucker paid off in the next 3 months. If not, it may take us 4 months, but the road is there. We can see the picture, and we're going to be there by this summer. After that, all house money. MSTY, definitely a little bit of a different picture. We've been in this one for a couple of months now as well. Cost on my shares, $2,945. Total dividends received, $1,042. We have $1,902 left in order to hit our goal. And at $2.89, which is the average payout, we're talking about 6.5 months to get there. We'll see how this ends up again next month. But so far, so good. We'll have that done in 2025. The note on these two, on CONY and MSTY, we went from 5.56 months down to 3.18. So we made some real good progress on CONY. On MSTY, we went from 7.62 months down to 6.58. So trending in the right direction, basically shaved off a month with the month time gone by, and we're looking good there. TSLY, now this one's not telling such a good picture. Now this is one we just got into really a bulk of the shares last month. You guys saw we added, 43 shares I think we saw. So we just got into this, so we have some more time on this, but cost basis $16.70 for my 100 shares. Total dividends received $789. $880 worth of dividends left at an average of 86 cents, which is absolutely terrible, down from the 120. At 86 cents, it's going to take us over 10 months to get our money back. So this one's cutting it close. We probably won't get this done in 2025 unless Tesla has a nice rally or we really get some nice juicy payouts. We will see though, but that one's not looking as good. So there's TSLY. We went from 7.94 projected months to get paid out, or to get completely back to house money, to 10.3. So we went up significantly, but of course it makes sense. We went up because the dividend has come down significantly. So those are the stocks. That's how we're looking on those as of right now. Hopefully you guys are calculating these kind of things. I know I've helped a couple of you calculate your house money and where you're sitting at. My weekly payers, we won't look at YMAX there. These are the groups, right? Group A, TSLY, Group B, NVDY, which is going to be paying out this Friday, then CONY, then MSTY, then TSLY, right? So I'll probably make another video in a month or so. We'll take a look at it. We'll look at how things are moving. Are the averages going up? Are the averages going down? Are we on track to get these all paid off in 2025? And how soon will it take us, how long will it take us to get back to house money on these 4 investments? Hopefully you guys found this content helpful. Hopefully you guys are running some of these calculations yourself. If you guys want me to drop this into my spreadsheet that is included for all the members in my channel, let me know. I can drop this one in there as well if you guys want the calculations and the updated data. Happy to do that. Appreciate everybody as always. Don't forget to drop a like and a sub. We are so close to hitting the next level of 9,000 subs on the channel. Help me get there. It's only going to take less than 100 to get there. So appreciate everybody as always. Happy investing, and we'll catch you tomorrow.